Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part 8 of Persona 5 Strikers. In this episode, we're going to continue through Alice Hiragi's jail, but first, we may have to go through some more cutscenes to get a little bit closer to 705.
Here. All right.
Get used to this mechanic being a thing. You're going to have to look at glowing points with the third eye to see where you can traverse. Sometimes they're going to be visible. Other times they will not be visible without the third eye. So bear that in mind. Also, in this area you can actually ambush those drone shadows from atop. Just thought I'd point that out to you. In fact, you can also hide behind a corner and ambush them, and on top of the fact that powerful enemies will show up in a jail. Now, the enemies that I told you about, that there's red enemies you stay away from, or if you want to battle them, you'll get high experience points if you win. Bear in mind, you may have to brute force these things. You barely have any health. But I will warn you that just like you could actually do all-out attacks on your enemies can score what is known as technical hits on you. And the worst part about this is, certain characters will get hit with a knockdown. Now, if they're knocked down too much, they'll be taking more damage. Now, if they're weak and they're dizzy, it'll take them a while for them to be healed. However, if you're the one doing the receiving end of the offense, whenever your opponent gets hit, or should I say the enemy gets hit with a critical hit, a technical hit, or getting hit with a weakness, you'll end up doing a follow-up attack like I just did, which will end up having a striker slot. Eventually, we're gonna beat this fairy. Oh god, I'm getting completely roasted here. If not me, then Morgana. Yeah, Morgana was temporarily paralyzed there.
It's a strong one. Exploit its weakness to curve.
So now we're gonna have to switch over to oh my god, get Arsene, you fool. Thank you. This is what I was talking about. Just use Arsene and finish her off. Now, most of the big bosses you run into will have like 5 shields or 5 5 or 6 shields or something like that. At the end of the day, once you get enough experience points, it will pretty much be good. Because it'll be easier for you to traverse. However, we're gonna have to switch out some people because Yosuke is out of stamina and so is An. So we're gonna have to switch out to Sophia, Makoto, and I do believe Haru. Yep. I'm gonna end up showing off. I think I already showed off Ryuji because he was one of the 3 people we had to actually escape the basement from. With. And Sophie, I think you already know about her. So Haru and Makoto are the only ones left. And we're just gonna have to sneak up on this guy. Full shiggity. I can't believe I just said that. I'm probably gonna go to hell for that, but whatever. Anyway, we're just gonna be taking care of these Silkies. And I should mention that if you happen to already have Silky and Silky drops Persona Mask, the mask will give your Persona some experience points. Aside from giving experience points to the Persona via the Velvet Room. This is a mechanic that was picked up from Persona 5 Royal, because 5 did not have that mechanic. And yet, Royal still was a very disappointing. Oh god, I almost got caught. Yeah, I'm gonna go on ahead and say it. Royal was a disappointing game, in my opinion. I mean, 5 was good, Royal was just terrible, and the reason why is because they could have just made Royal 5 and not have to put us through all the trouble of having to buy a full game even though it's an update. Yeah, I'm gonna harp on that because that's just saltiness. It shouldn't be saltiness, but that's the way it is. Whatever the case, don't expect me to be grinding every single part. I'll try to cut the grinding to a minimum. And by the way, I should mention, Makoto and Sophia are a little bit different. And when Makoto is fighting, Makoto is basically... Oh, well, I meant to say Haru, not Sophia. We already seen Sophia. When Makoto is fighting, Makoto will sometimes summon Johanna to string combos on her enemies, much like with Morgana and his Van form. And as for Haru, sometimes she will use her axe, other times she'll combo it with Milady, other times she'll pull out a grenade launcher in the middle of the combo. Yeah, Haru may be the slowest member to swing an axe, but at the end of the day, once she has the ability to use the grenade launcher in a combo, well, all bets are off. She could do some serious gun damage to certain enemies that are weak to guns. And that's another thing people need to understand. There are some enemies that are weak to guns. The problem of the matter is the guns are part of the combo. So you'll have to still grind regardless.
This is tight. We can really make
Now,
it.
where do we need to go? Oh. I think we need to go down. Oh, this is gonna be something. Oh no, we gotta go across. Never mind.
Oh, look at that god tier
Just to
balance.
ease a little bit more. I got confused there, by the way, and I fell off of the tower. Sorry about that. But all we just need to do is shimmy across the way and we're good to go.
Whoa! What a view, huh?
Hey, what's that birdcage looking thing there?
Ooh, there's something shiny in it. Could it be a treasure? No, I'm not getting treasure vibes from it. It looks the same. It's actually totally different. I'm picking up a really strong reading from it. It's connected to the searchlights, too. If we take it, I think we'll cut the power to the searchlights.
It seems that is our next step. Let us advance towards the tower.
But how do we get up that thing?
I don't think I see anything resembling an entrance. Sure, if we can all fly here. Suggestion, why not approach from below? How so? Below us is an underground waterway, remember?
Oh, right! Nice call!
That sounds like the best idea to me, too. Let's do it. We should make haste.
Alright, now we gotta go all the way back to the underground waterway, but here's the thing. We have no way to fast travel to that, like with Persona 5. Well, for now we don't. That's gonna change in just a little bit, because all we gotta do is proceed with plot. However, I did forget to mention something. On the subject of guns, which I did actually brought up, the Phantom Thieves has their original guns. Well, save for Sophie, who has wrist blasters. But, Makoto's got her pistol. Joker's got his Glock. Ryuji's got his shotgun. Yusuke's got his assault rifle. An's got the machine gun, the Uzi, and Haru has the grenade launcher, just like in Persona 5 Royal.
One moment. Something is nearby.
Something? What kind of something?
It is a space connected to somewhere. Hmm? Hey, Sophie, you're right. It's like the space here is being warped and connected to the crossing? As in the crossing where we first entered the jail? So if we use this, we'll go back to the entrance? Sounds like moving between the jail and the real world will make our resupply efforts at least a bit easier. That's it. I'm calling this a checkpoint. Go ahead and give it a spin so the location data registers.
And there is our fast travel, folks. However, the worst part about this is when we start getting stealth missions, we won't be able to use the fast travel because they will not count towards the stealth mission. Yes, there are stealth missions in this game. They're going to be requests that you will have to pull off in order for you to get some new stuff later on in the game. But for right now, we're going to take the time to leave the metaverse and sell all the stuff that we have and probably get some more armor. And here's the worst part. That's going to be practically grinding.
Let's get to work.
So, on that note, you can't go and run into the bathroom like you normally do, because Mona's like, you don't need to go in there, you just need to go this way. Well, whatever the case,
Are you sure?
I'm selling off all of the items that I have. I meant to sell off all the items I have. Sell all the items I have. Thank you. I mean, not items, I meant junk.
How many?
Because that's going to be your main basis of income. Selling junk.
Who's it for?
And getting stronger weapons, as well as stronger armor. And might as well get
Do you want
that.
to request that? Thank you very much.
At the end of the day, it's not going to stop the fact that you're going to have to... I'm going to get this one too.
Do you want to request that? Thank you very much.
I didn't mean to get the Super Yo-Yo, but whatever.
You want this one? Do you want to request that? Put it to good use, okay?
Damn, Makoto's weaker than before. Normally, she's the heavy hitter of the team, but whatever the case, we're going to go back into the metaverse in part 9. And hopefully we'll make some progress. Probably not, because I may end up running into some enemies. I'll see you all in the next episode.